Why hello everyone, Spencer here, also known as ScreenSpeak, and in today's video, this is my review for the new Liam Neeson movie, I guess, called Cold Storage. So without further ado, let's discuss. Alright everyone, so this is a review that was not planned, but I knew about this movie coming out called Cold Storage. It stars Liam Neeson, Joe Keery, who is Steve from Stranger Things, and also the love interest, so to speak, girl. I forget her name, but there's the main lead actress girl star in it, and I think there's some other names in it too. There's the woman. I did look it up. The main woman in Smile, the first Smile movie. So she was a treat. She's like the first one to get infected. As you see, one of the main characters that gets infected, and then we see some other characters get infected. So this is like a Last of Us, almost like 28 years later story. 28 days, weeks, years type story. Like they get infected with this disease or basically infection. There's this fungus that starts spreading around, and all I can say is that I enjoyed it. Now, not as much as Have Fun, Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, but this one for me is one of those, it's a fine movie. It's one that's going to go in my honorable mentions list at the end of the year, and I'll probably put it like at the midway mark. I don't think it's an S tier end of the year honorable mention. I don't think it's an A tier either. It might go like in the B, like that was okay. So this isn't going to be a too terribly long of a review. I just want to sit here today and tell you that I enjoyed it. I think in the cast alone, if you like Liam Neeson, he's not doing a terribly much here, and I think the parts with the military are pretty bland. Like, I think the parts where like there's infected, and Joe Keery and the chemistry with the girl are standouts there, and their relationship, and then by the end, where you see it at the end, is like fully fleshed out, and I loved it a lot. And then also, not only that, but like when they're in the store, and there's these certain moments, like unique camera styles, it really was unique, like the flashbacks, like okay, here's how the fungus is spreading and all this sort of stuff. Now, like I said, I think this is a cool movie to watch, but if I was recommending a movie to you to watch in theaters right now, I would say go watch Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. But this is one that is interesting. It was, I knew about it going into this year. It is not what I was expecting. It is, when I saw the trailer, trailers are weird, man. Like, when I saw the poster, I was expecting it to be... you know what it is? I was expecting it to be like, they look up underground, they go underground at some point, and I thought it was going to be like... I thought it was going to be more intense with the fungus. It felt very like, alright, we have this idea, but we're not going to go all the way with it. So it just... You know, it felt like when I was watching Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, and I'm comparing these two movies because I just watched them this weekend, I thought that, oh, well, that one went super far, like, super intense, and I loved it so much, like the sci-fi bonkersness. Not that they need all movies to be as bonkers as they need to be, but this one just felt like, okay, I guess that was it. Like, it didn't, not that it felt anticlimactic, it felt like they achieved their goal at their mission in the cold storage. And they blew up well, by the end of it, there still might be more lingering on. The fungus might still be around, but I didn't feel, I felt like it was a satisfying ending. I didn't feel, like, I thought that they could have done more with how intense it was, what the fungus did, because some people got infected, and it looked really, I love the effects. Loved it was like the girl exploded and you just saw her skull. Like you saw like half her face like had fungus stuff on it, and then she was like, and then her face exploded and you saw the skull. Great effects. I love that a lot. But I felt like they could have done more, because the one guy, when he falls onto the goo, onto the fungus goo, he's just like, help me, help me. And then he's walking around. I'm like, okay, something happened. Because nothing was happening in the scene that I was like, come on, pick up the pace. So, I don't know, it left me a little bit like, I liked it, but it's not one, again, like where good luck, have fun, don't die, where I will be rewatching that multiple times on repeat whenever it's available, unlike this where I'm like, that's a one and done, and I like the cast. I love Liam Neeson, I like the Joe Keery and the chemistry with him and the girl. Nothing else there was really interesting to me, and I was glad that the douchey store owner guy died. I was like, yeah, that was awesome. But other than that, nothing else that really pulled me in to go. The effects are cool, but other than that, it's not one I was go. Yeah, I would have this on repeat. But again, it's a fine watch. It's a fine watch if you're if you're dying. You know, I was gonna say like no pun intended to Good Luck Have Fun Don't Die. If you're dying to watch something, I recommend Good Luck Have Fun Don't Die. And then if you need something else as a pseudo palate cleanser, this isn't really a palate cleanser. I'm gonna watch Goat. I'm gonna review Goat. So stay tuned for that one. But this is I would say a different genre, but it's more lighthearted. It's not as heavy-handed as Good Luck Have Fun Don't Die, but I recommend this if you're interested. If you're not really wanting a meh movie, this is probably not for you, but if you're just into movies like I am, I recommend you give this one a watch. So, based off of I think I gave this a 3.5 on Letterboxd, so I'll give this a nice, comfortable 7. My math is not going to justify this. Well, I give this a 7.5 out of 10, but like I'm leaning between 7 and 7.5 out of 10. 3 out of 5 stars on Letterboxd, and yeah, it's just alright. A is too high for me. I'm going B- on this. I just thought it would be better, so it's a B-, and that's totally fair from my scoring justification. Right words? Don't know how I justify my rating. So, and also, yeah, so B- for entertainment value. Don't forget to leave a like if you did enjoy the video, and stay tuned for what else I got coming. I'm going to make a review from Goat, Wuthering Heights, Crime 101. Hopefully I can get around to watching all those this month of February, and I'll be putting them out. And then March, kicking off with Hoppers. We got The Bride. We got Project Hail Mary, my most anticipated movie of the year. So, big things for March as well. And Invincible starting up as well. Season 4. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow me. Don't keep calm. Watch the screen. Peace out, everyone. Bye.